what has been really cool to see is Chicago's now known since 2018 as the #1 culinary capital in the United States. That's really cool.
It is.
The James Beard Awards,
Yeah.
which is the Oscars for restaurants
Yep.
and restaurateurs, not in the US, but in the world,
Yep.
are held now. They were in New York for, forever,
Yeah.
decades and decades. Now they're in Chicago. They've recently moved to Chicago. The Michelin stars are piling up.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we can embrace a little bit more of a nightlife culture.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've kind of deviated away from that.
Yeah.
When you talk about the birth of house music,
Yeah.
that's like a huge deal.
Huge.
I mean, and by the way, not just in the Midwest in the US, you're talking about major European influences, major Asian influences, South American influences,
Everything.
Everything. It's a global connector when it comes
early
to music.
1980s is when this shit fucking popped, Carmen, and then now it's coming back. It's always been there, but appreciate you acknowledging that. Yeah.
Okay, so now let's say, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Like Chicago's known for that, right?
Right.
And a historical basis.
Yeah.
So now we want to attract people from all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Lollapalooza gets 100,000 people a day,
yeah.
What proportion of those people do you think are Chicagoland residents?
Oh.
You don't want a big proportion.
No.
You don't want...
You want people coming to the city.
You want people to come into the city to see... I would have never seen Chicago but for this incredible music festival.
Right.
Therefore, I have to come back here.
Right.
I had no idea that in August, in the summer, Chicago is the #1 city in the country.
Yeah.
There's no one that competes with Chicago in the summer.
Yeah.
I say that as a fact.
I want that
like written in stone.
Suzette, clip that. It's a fact.
Yes. So we have this great city that, because of music, now we have people who would have maybe never visited Chicago because they hear of some facts being the weather or, the wind or like those are just like, okay, yeah, there is weather and there is wind.
Sure.
And then some stereotypes with crime, which are leading a little bit more from stereotype into reality. But,
right.
Okay, but give the city a chance.
Yeah.
And maybe they wouldn't have because of, those externalities. But now, as a result of this great music festival, we're getting all of these outsiders to come into the city and saying, I'm going to come back here and visit.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a chance to go out on the lake.
Right.
I didn't get a chance to see the air and water show
right.
or go to these museums or see these clubs. And oh my God, you guys have these clubs where my artist is now doing their after show.
Yeah.
Like, man, this is amazing. Who knew you guys have these late hours? Holy shit. I heard I ate every restaurant I ate at was amazing.
Yep.
And then I asked around other people and they told me to go here and here and here.
Yeah.
I didn't have a chance because I'm like, that's what we want.
Yeah.
And I think that's the role of a city to grow. So our population is actually in a crisis. We were at 3.2 million only, 15 years ago. Now we're below 2.8.
Yeah.
We're going the other way.
Why is
Once
that?
you hit into 2.4, 2.3, you're in a danger zone.
Yeah.
And you're seeing cities like Houston emerge.
Big
lax
city.
Zoning, you're seeing Scottsdale soar in 2020. One of the huge winners of metropolitan movement.
Yeah.
I think Florida did a brilliant job. Just, say what you will about Florida.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with science.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that they've gained an incredible amount of people, and Illinois lost 80,000 people.
Yeah.
We're the biggest loser in 2020. Nobody lost more people
80,000
than we did.
I didn't know that.
And by the way, we haven't gained since 2001. So the last year that we were in the green for year-over-year population was 20 years ago.
Oof. We
lose people every year. It's slowly but surely. And yet we are trying to become more regulatory.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I think we need to say, whoa. If you want the suburbs, there's amazing suburbs.
Yeah.
We could spend, podcast after podcast about all the amazing suburbs.
Yeah.
We'll leave it to CTTW. Is that the local channel?
Yeah. Yeah. It is.
But for our purposes, we'll talk about, what can make Chicago dynamic.
Yeah.
And wow, it's food. We're proving that. That's becoming. It's cultural and diversity. Like, look at the emergence of neighborhoods.
Awesome.
Like Pilsen, Bucktown,
West Loop growing too.
Logan
is the shit.
Like, West Loop is so popular that it created this inner West Loop called Fulton Market.
Yeah.
That didn't even exist. Fulton Market was the mid, which was
literally
amazing.
The mid. Yeah.
Like,
Shout out to the mid.
We need the mid back.
Yeah, we do.
Mid was where I cut my teeth. Enclave.
Same.
Mid. Yeah. But the we have the dynamics. That's not a word. Dynamices. I'm spelling it right, but I'm pronouncing it wrong. In any event, we have these dynamic neighborhoods, and we have this explosive culinary scene. Now we sort of, we need to embrace nightlife, music, flavor.
Yeah.
Like having a rave scene. Listen, I'm not a teetotaler by any means.
Yeah.
I think with raves comes a little bit of
danger, like you said.
Yeah, I mean,
sense.
you're increasing the likelihood of an issue. I understand that.
Yeah.
But the concept of that scene is really important.
Right.
We need bodies experiencing volume on a massive level.
Yeah.
And I think we've seen a few major music venues deliver that.
Well, yeah, and Radius coming last year too.
Radius is a massive one.
Yep.
I was there on opening night.
Yeah.
I want to say it was Dylan Francis.
Yeah, it was Dylan Francis.
Awesome.
I saw Carl Cox there right before this all stopped.
Awesome.
So cool.
And the way that it's laid out. Which, by the way, I have nothing to do with it. This is me being a fan.
Yeah.
This is, it's stadium style.
Yeah.
You're experiencing the massive and the energy. Aragon is another great example.
Oh.
My firm represents a lot of theaters, and I'm not here to plug necessarily, but like you get that stadium. The problem with some of the theaters is it cuts at, by license, by ordinance, it has to cut at a certain time.
Right.
And and by the way, that's positive policy. If you're going to have a theater, if you're going to have something in a neighborhood, like, okay.
Well, especially there too.
But we need now the place that people can pour into.
And fucking rave.
Nobody is going to no one's going to experience an atmosphere like that at 4 p.m.
No. Like
they would at midnight.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a cavalier concept.
I think that's science.
I think that's pretty genetic in the human makeup and fabric. But
yeah.
I think it takes 50 factors, variables, 50,000.
Yeah.
I think it takes everything we were talking about. I think it takes luck, but I'm willing to venture we all want. And here's again, not a political statement, but certainly a boring one. We all want the same thing. We all want the population to increase.
Yeah.
We all want to know we live in one of the best cities in the world.
Yeah.
Chicago in 2018 was named the 8th most important economy in the world. I think that's an incredible accolade.
Yeah.
The West Loop is the #1 moved to zip code for millennials in the country. I think that's a powerful statistic.
No shit.
I love stats. I love boasting Chicago.
Yeah.
But I don't, I think with that, we all need to be a little bit more open-minded, a little bit more positive about things that we may not have experienced, that may make us uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But we're open-minded to those different societal forces.
Yeah.
I think music is a central crux of that success.
Hey, what's up? And thanks for watching that video. You looking for more content now? I got your back. Go to my YouTube channel right now, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you turn on all notifications so you never miss any upcoming exclusive artist interviews, Sherm in the Booth clips, new music, live sets, and more. This is your one-stop shop for everything electronic music. Cheers.